everyone, welcome to another video review. This is the X-Transbots Pocket Warriors Guardian Fuzz, their version of Protectobot Streetwise. You can see him there in front of the box, and we'll take a look at that real quick. And oh my god, this is probably the smallest box I've ever gotten a Transformer in. Like, for real. Barely beating out the wheelless Jack. Barely. But yeah, it's like... Yeah, you can see there, you got a little wireframe version of Fuzz there. You got his picture of, there's like a CG render of them right there. You got Pocket Warriors here on the top in the car mode. On the side here, you got the CG render. You got, well, X-Transbots sticker there. You got another wireframe thing in the car mode. On the bottom, you have, hey, look, there's the car again. There's a QR code. I don't know what it's for, but hey, scan it. Why not? You got some choking hazards and warnings and all that stuff. X-Transbots social media and all that. Made in China. And back on the back of the box, you have, again, Pocket Warriors and more of... shots of him, and hey, look, a little tiny tech spec thingy right there of sorts, and a barcode. So yeah, very, 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 very small box, which is weird. He also comes with instructions, which on one side is just kind of a little poster thing. On the other side, it says there are 9 steps. This is a lie. This is a lie. For multiple reasons. 1, it tells you a very bad order to do things, and in 2, it is not 9 steps. There's no way in hell this is 9 steps. It's at least like 18 or so. At least, if not more. It's 9 steps only if you kind of just, well, lie. But anyway. Fuzz. Again, their version of Streetwise. You can see he is a kind of a very much an off-white, creamish, bonish color overall. Which is right. He's more or less reminiscent of a, Nissan 300Z. His bumpers kind of misaligned. There's not much I can seem to do about it. You have nice little picked out silver rims right there. He's got his little sheriff stars. Lights right up there, all that stuff. He's got black windows painted on. He's got, tail lights painted pretty well in a nice metallic red and some orange and white there. You have, again, some more lights picked out up here. And, overall, there's the bottom, which, is actually fairly clean, all things considered. And there you go. It's a nice little car. It actually is nice. Rolls okay. Some of the wheels, I feel like this one, like, for example, does have a little high friction, but he does roll for the most part, although... Yeah, I'm noticing that wheel in particular really seems to have a lot of friction, but he does roll all right. He also comes with a gun, little tiny gun, which in this mode is, it stores away pretty straightforward. It's like there's you see that little slot right in there. You can see that little slot. It just tabs into that into that slot like this. Just push it in, like so, and it holds in pretty securely. And he still has clearance, so he can still roll and everything. And there you go. It's nice and tight. There's no worries on that one. So, yeah, that's Fuzz. And thankfully, from what I've seen, I don't have the bigger Masterpiece scale one, but from what I've seen, he's a lot better than that version. It's also weird, yeah, X-Transbots getting into the whole Legend scale thing. I guess they saw some money and they went for it, so why not? I'm going to give them a shot. Some comparisons, actually. Kind of interesting one. Here's a Hot Wheels DeLorean. It's actually, yeah, about Hot Wheels size, weirdly enough. You can see that it's only a smidge bigger than a Hot Wheels DeLorean. There's a lot of dust on this thing. Yeah, it's, yeah, roughly Hot Wheels size, which is just interesting because, yeah, here's Magic Square's breakdown. Yeah, it's a bit larger. Lamborghinis are wide, but they ain't that wide. So, yeah, he's relatively small for a, even by Legend standards, he's relatively small. So there you go. Just a couple of comparisons there. There's no doubt in my mind Magic Square is going to do their own defense, or they've already announced the tease they're doing another combiner this year, and considering they're hell bent on doing season 1 and 2, it's probably going to do Defense or Superion. So we'll see. But anyway, transformation though. Again, like I said, don't follow the instructions. So first, yeah, take the gun and get this out of the way. Just get that and move that on the side. So the instructions tell you to get the legs unfolded first. Do not do that. But first what you want to do is you want to come here. There's the seam lines right here. See on the star, there's this right here, this particular seam line right there. You're going to want to give yourself, it's kind of more stretch it out just a smidge and get that tab cleared and get this panel. This is better than doing it the quote unquote correct way. Get this panel out like this, and also might help to untab that a little bit. And then again, same on this side, get that stretch out and get that panel and bring it out like that. Like so, right? Now, before you do anything with the legs, because they tell you to do the leg stuff right now, don't do the leg stuff right now. What you want to do instead is up here at the front. What you want to do is get the arms undone. So you want to bring those, they'll kind of untap from here and bring those out. Rotate that out right here like that. And rotate the arm right here at the shoulder. Don't drop it. And then bring the fist out like so. Like that. Just do that side, then do the same thing on this side. Bring it out, untab it, bring it out, rotate it and all that stuff. Rotate it at the bicep swivel. And then rotate and then bring the fist out, which can be a bit stubborn. And there you go with that. That's the arms. And down here, back here, what you want to do is take the bumper here and you want to bring it out and fold it in half like this. Bring it and fold it down like that. Now right here, what you want to do is then bring the legs out to the sides a little bit, because so these tabs can clear. So then this part right here, the whole front of the car is going to rotate around. Yeah, so we want to make sure that all clears like that, and then bring the whole front of the car around. That's going to rotate and kind of nestle in right there. You're going to might want to bring the arms out like this. Then right here, what you want to do is unfold it. Open up the roof right here. Rotate around on this ball joint. Unfold the rest of the way. Bring up the head like so. Okay, bring up the head like so. And then right here, there's a little panel right in there. You see that? You can bring that panel. That'll fill in the gap. You don't have to do this. Yeah, be careful of that. It's just a ball joint, so thankfully it's just, pop it back in. You don't have to bring this panel up, but bring this up, and that will help fill in the gap behind his head. Make sure to bring it up as far as it needs to. You don't want to click it in place, but yeah, they'll just kind of fill in the panel behind his head. And let's bring this down. There's a little tab right here, which will go in this slot right there. And clear. Whoop, there we go. Actually, I don't think I've got this up as much as far as I need to. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Like that, and bring that in, and there you go. That's pretty much most of the upper half done. Now you can, if you already split the legs, and now you can go ahead and unfold the legs. Now there's clearance, thank goodness. So you can unfold the legs, and also make sure to bring this tab right here, make sure that panel comes up with all that stuff and come out. Make sure to bring them all the way around so it looks like this. Then right here, what you want to do is take this piece right here, and it's on a double hinge. You want to bring it out. Bring it down, and this right here, this tab right here will go into this slot right there like that. Then right here, what you want to do is take this piece. There's a piece right here. You want to go ahead and just slide it down like that, and then bring this down right here, and this tab right here will go into this slot right behind the wheel. You might have to push this out a little bit, because also I'm considering possibly cutting down those tabs a little bit, because one has a bit of a small stress mark on it. But yeah, just tab that in right there. And then right here, rotate the this right here, and then bring it over, and that's your foot. Like so. Do the same thing on this leg. Bring it out all the way on the knee joint. Also bring this up with it. Take this panel and bring it out and down and tab it in right there. Then slide that out until it clicks, and then bring this down, and this will tab in. If everything's in the right position, this will tab in like so. Rotate the foot around and bring it up like that. And then finally, these panels right here, you bring this up and this will tab in. There's a little slot right here. This will tab in. This will kind of go over a little, this right here over the little tab right there, like that. And that'll fill in the sides and everything. And there you go. That is Fuzz in his robot mode. He'll stay standing. And yeah, Fuzz here is not bad looking, actually. I was kind of surprised. I saw the masterpiece version for multiple reasons. One, the final combined mode would be too big for what I want, and two, I saw how that transformed. Don't want that. So yeah, my thing was I was a little worried because X-Transbots is not exactly known for the best QC, to say the least, often with breakages and whatnot. In part because they kind of overcomplicate things. Again, the masterpiece scale Fuzz. But this, they kind of were forced to, simplify a bit. And it mostly worked. Again, the instruction. The only thing I don't like is, these panels for the cars. I don't like that because that's the better way between the two. Because if you do it the way they do it, you want to basically slide these panels out from under the roof. And these panels, I've seen multiple people snap these panels. And not the end of the world. They're mostly just, gap fillers. But it would still be really annoying. There's also one other annoyance I have on mine, which is, I'll get into that a little bit. But overall, you can see he's pretty good. Getting into some details, you can see, again, some more of that metallic red on the head crest. Really like that. And his little antenna also picked out metallic red. He's got a blue visor. He's got a bit of a stern-looking face with a bit of a chin strap going on. He's got the windshield and hood chest going on. He's got his red legs, which I don't know how well he does pick it up, but there is actual sparkling in the red. That's real nice. I could kind of like that. There's little sparkly bits in the red on the thighs there, which is pretty cool. And again, he's got the, the back part of the car becomes his legs and everything, and it looks all pretty good. Again, back part fills out. There's a lot of gap fillers and stuff, so it fills out pretty well. The only thing is, his thighs have big old squares in them, and his arms on the inside have the holes where the fists were. But honestly, it looks pretty good. I like how he looks, which is weird because what's weird is a lot of people really, really like criticizing this guy real hard when he was announced. Like, not like just, oh, he's so ugly, he's bad, I can't believe how horrible. I'm looking, I was like, are we looking at the same figure? Because he looks fine. He looks like Streetwise. What's the problem? Genuine, is it just? I think it just feels that people were just really mad at X-Transbots at that point. So it basically was one of those, doesn't matter what they do, everything they do is wrong, and just kind of, because once people actually start getting him in hand, they started liking them. Like, I only have a couple complaints, which is, there's a couple loose joints. You can see that shoulder is wobbling real bad, which I might be able to fix that. I think, that's a screw, so I might be able to tighten. I don't know. Well, yeah, I might be able to tighten this shoulder a little bit. I'll see what I can do, but there might be a way to tighten that a little bit because it is wobbling. It's back and forth is the problem. Well, see, there's a screw there. I might be able to, tighten it down a bit. We'll see how that works out. But yeah, that's one bit. I think this foot's a little looser, and of course, again, the one part of the transformation is dealing with getting these feet untabbed initially is the only part I don't really like. But other than that, the transformation is actually pretty clever, and I really like it. My other big complaint is this gun, which, again, it tabbed in pretty solidly in vehicle mode, but here, there's like no friction. There's no friction, at least in that hand. In this hand, there's definitely friction in that hand. So the hand I prefer, there's no friction whatsoever, and that bothers me so much. I'm like, So I can't think in this part because then it won't work with this hand or in the robot or in the vehicle mode very well. So I'm gonna have to try to find a way to put floor polish on the hand or something just to thicken it up just a bit. So there's nothing there. I've dropped this so many times. I thought I lost it once because it just fell right out of his hand. I keep forgetting because that should not be a problem, but it is. Anyway, I'm just gonna put that aside because it doesn't mess. Because articulation, head, ball joint. So left, right, you get a bit up and down. You get a lot of waggle. Works good. Shoulders, full 360. Watch the mirrors with that. Outward, you got that much. There is a bicep swivel, although it's offset because of the transformation, so just don't turn it too much. There's a double jointed elbow, although because of geometry and stuff, he only gets that much curl, which is still a good curl, but there's that. Unfortunately, there's no wrist swivel because it transforms. There is a waist swivel. Due to just lack of space, there's no ab crunch. Hips go forward that far, go back that far. Outward, they go all the way, which is nice. Knees, unfortunately, this is another thing, which is knees only go that much before you're actually pulling things apart. If you untab, say this panel, if you untab that panel a little bit, you can get a lot more bend, but you have to untab that panel first. So just be aware. Don't push past this part. If this back panel is tabbed in, do not push any further than this. You will break something probably, or you'll unseat the. Hopefully, best case scenario, you unseat the panel. Worst case scenario, you break it. So just be aware of that. So if you want to get this knee bend, you're going to have to untab the panel a bit. So there you go on that front. So there's that. And down here at the feet, you do have a bit of ankle tilt inward, although it's mostly outward due to the transformation. And also because of transformation, he does have a bit of forward and back as well. So there you go. Again, not bad at all, in my opinion. So there you go. Just for one comparison real quick for now. Here he is, again, with Magic Square's breakdown, which here they're about the same size. Breakdown may be a smidge smaller. It's, again, that weird thing of this is a fairly large car, but he kind of expands out and becomes a good-sized Legends class robot. So, I'm not too worried about the scale of their Defensor. I think he's going to probably be more roughly in scale with the rest of my Legends class combiners. At this point, I'm actually, with this one, I'll have pretty much, I have quite a few of the G1 combiners done. But, so overall, Fuzz here. He's not bad. In fact, he's actually pretty good. I only have a few minor quibbles. Again, that one transformation step is just a pain in the butt, but it's a little scary, but it's doable, but it's a little annoying. There's a couple loose bits on mine, particularly the gun doesn't hold as well as hand, and that's pretty much it. He's generally really good. I like him. Unless you're just waiting for Magic Square or New Age to do one, go ahead and check it out. He's only $40. Like, period. Regardless if you order from like Show Z or Domestic or whatever, he's only $40. Not a bad price. Maybe a little spendy for a Legends class guy, maybe a little on the spendy side, but $40. They've already shown off a prototype of their hotspot, so we'll see how that goes. Legends class, people figured it out pretty quick because, like, hey, right here is the Legends class version. People noted very quickly that was not that one that looks nothing like the Masterpiece version they've already shown off. So, yeah, he's good. I like him. I suggest, yeah, if you're looking for a Legends class Defensor, he might be the one, but you also might want to wait for the Magic Square version. If that's the one coming out this year, maybe I'll do comparisons between the two and decide which one to keep, depending on how fast X-Transbots get theirs out. Because, yeah, they're still kind of busy with, their Masterpiece Defensor and now Devastator because, yeah, they can't help themselves. But, yeah, he's just good. Even as a standalone, I don't know how he combines. I forgot to mention that, the combine mode entirely, because they don't show what he does. I'm suspecting the hotspot's going to come with like a bunch of stuff for him to attach to or something. Oh, we'll see. But yeah. So I don't know what the combine mode. I suspect it really will just be the car just plugs into something. We'll see how that works out. But yeah, as a standalone figure, he's really good. And I'm kind of babbling, but yeah, that's the thing. He's just a good figure. I don't know why people are so negative and so against him, but he's just good. So give him a shot, I think, if you're in the market for, again, a Legend Scale Defensor or just a Legend Scale Streetwise. So that's it for this review. I hope you found it informative and entertaining. Hope like, comment, subscribe. Check out my social media. It's down in the description and at the end of the video. Check out my Coffee, my Patreon. And I shall see you next time with another video review.